course, we've got snow, and that means getting out and having some fun. How about trying out fat tire biking this morning as Samantha takes a look at what goes into getting the trails ready for all of that? Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. We're live from outside of Nakamanon Trail Network South Trails here in Marquette, right along the Carp River here. And unless you're a professional groomer, you'd probably think, well, all it takes is compacting the snow, right? Wrong. There's actually a lot more to it than just that. You got to take in mind the temperature, the texture, the firmness of the snow, how much fresh snow is too much fresh snow, etc. And in just a little bit here, we'll talk to Mike Brunette from the Nakamanon Trail Networks to show us what exactly it is that they look for. He's actually going to take out a snowmobile to show us how exactly the grooming is done this morning, and of course talk to us more about the science behind it all. So make sure to stay tuned. Live in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thanks, Samantha. You're right. Not all snow is created equal. To find out what kind of snow is coming our way today, we're going to head over to Weather Center 6. There's an art to grooming snow bike trails. It involves a lot more science than you might realize. This morning, Samantha Rivera is at the Nakamanon Trail Network South Trails telling us more about it. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. Again, we're at the South Trails here in Marquette, right along the Carp River. And right here, I've got what's called a power till. They use it to groom the trails. They smooth out the footprints, and it costs anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. They tell me the volunteers and employees from Nakamanon Trail Network do this every single day. They tell me it feels like it's nonstop. And here to tell us more about it is the NTN director, Lori Hausworth. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
So, how long are the trails?
We have got about 22 miles of trail here on the South Trails. That's groomed for fat biking specifically and other winter uses. The north side we had about another 15 miles, and the Ramba group up in Ishmael grooms another 20 plus.
Okay, awesome. And we're actually going to move over real quickly to Mike Brunette over here. Mike, you are a volunteer at the Nakamanon Trail Network. You don't get paid for this. Why do you decide to do this?
Oh, it's so much fun to come out in 4-degree weather, drive snowmobiles around, get stuck, have to pull things out of ditches all day. But no, seriously, it's about getting people out, getting people off the couch, out having a good time on their fat bikes, walking their dogs. Please, wait for us to get done grooming the snow setup till you walk on it. But no, we just have a good time making sure the trail is dialed in, smooth. We get a big dump, 2 feet of snow. We have to plow it off, get the trail open right away for people coming from out of the area to drink our awesome beer, and go to our awesome restaurants and hotels and have a great time.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about what we see here.
So what you're looking at right now is kind of our latest invention, which is kind of an old way of grooming, just pulling an old tire through it. Sometimes I'm like, well, all you got to do is pull an old washing machine through the woods to get your trail, dialed in. But then you get a little bit more high tech. For removing snow, we got a new V-plow here, this gray apparatus. Just throws the snow off the trail like a county snow plow. And then way in the back, there's another V-plow which actually has a packer on it. Tires that kind of crank up and down and pack the snow as well as remove the snow. They all have a pan on the back which puts this pretty corduroy down like you'd see like at a ski hill or a cross-country ski trail. And then back in the middle, we have kind of a traditional cross-country ski groomer, just cut down much narrower, down to 27 inches, which also puts down the pretty corduroy, packs it. It can chew the trail back up. The tires are on there to kind of raise and lower it if we need to go over a road. And then also 2 gigantic snowmobiles. They're 900 cc Skidoo Scandic wide, super wide tracks. So big tracks help us to keep floating above the snow. You see some weights on there that kind of keep the front of the snowmobile down. When we pull all this weight, they tend to do wheelies. The skis come out and then you can't turn anymore. So, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of most of the stuff.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. And when we return, we're actually going to talk more about the kind of difficulties that they face when they groom these trails. And I think I'm going to have a little ride here. I'm going to go on one of the snowmobiles, so make sure to stay tuned. Live in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
See, snow trail groomer, you can add that to your resume now. So thanks, Samantha.
Lots of winter fun for Samantha. From the texture to the temperature, there's a lot involved in grooming snow bike trails. Samantha is adding to her winter fun list and experiences this morning. How about this entrance? Coming in the South Marquette Trails, taking a look at what happens behind the scenes to get those trails ready. Good morning again, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. This is like Emmy Award-winning stuff right here. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. This is a Scandic 900 snowmobile right here. Like I said, they go out every single day to groom these trails. Jeremiah was telling me it can take anywhere from 3 to 10 hours every day, just kind of depends. And here to tell us more about that is, again, the NTN Director, Lori Hosworth, and next to her is Mike Brunette. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
So how many volunteers do you guys have doing this? Because I know you have the employees, but also people who just donate their time.
Yeah, so we actually have quite a few people that come out, not just helping to groom, but what they actually do is go out and snowshoe pack some trails too. So in addition to our trails that we have groomed with the implements, we actually have a Monday night crew that goes out and packs some of the trails on the South Trails. They call themselves the Monday Night Pankers. And it's a great way to get involved and kind of learn the trails and meet people that are involved with the organization.
Definitely. And Mike, what are some the difficulties that you face when doing this?
Getting stuck is by far the hardest part. Really difficult conditions, wet, heavy snow, kind of going down into a dip or ravine, you get stuck in the bottom. The implement's buried behind the snowmobile. You have to detach the implement, unhook it, drive out. Then you have to do another lap through it to kind of smooth it out so you can get, the trail users, safely through the trail.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about the science behind it also, the temperature and the texture and all that stuff. What do you look for?
We're trying to smooth the trail up, but not too much. We still want it to be kind of technical. We don't want to take the rollers and the bumps out, but we want to kind of take the footprints out of the trail, and if there's any like big divots from soft conditions from the bike tires, if that freezes, it can be a little dangerous at speed. We call them snow snakes. They jump out of nowhere and take you out, and next thing you know, you're laying in the snowbank off the side, which is really fun. Wiping out in the wintertime is a little bit softer than wiping out in the summertime.
Yeah, definitely. And how long have you been doing this for?
I've been working on trails at some capacity for probably 30 years in Marquette. From the BMX track all the way up to what we're doing now. We have 33 miles of summertime trails on the south side, another 15 to 20 growing on the north side. There's a lot to do. Repair, maintenance constantly, plus trying to push the ball forward a little bit or roll the wheel forward a little bit, and kind of build and maintain more trails, which is a good thing for the community. It's a great thing.
All right. And Lori, if anyone is interested in volunteering or becoming a member of the NTN, how do they go about that?
Yes, for either of those, they can go to our website. It's nokitrails.org. And they can reach out and let us know how they want to be involved. And memberships are what help us do what we do and support the organization. So we do encourage everybody to, especially the winter operations. It's a $35. We call it a snowbike sticker, and that helps support the equipment and our paid employees to get things done.
Thank you so much, Lori, Mike, and Jeremiah over there. He's grooming these trails over here. We are going to throw it back to you guys in the studio. Live in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Great to see that work early in the morning. As we continue on the